Who we got on the call? We got 19 on the call. Okay, bet. So listen, I need everybody to turn their cameras on. We want to see you because our mentor is about to come on here. He's about to do his thing. So listen, let me see y'all. Let me see who got their camera on. Thank you, Deja. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Auntie Vaughn. I see you. Alyssa, I see you. Sis, how are you? All right, y'all. Everybody go ahead and drop what you're grateful for in the chats. Let me see those cameras. Go ahead and drop what you're grateful for in the chats and get ready for the call. So listen, our mentor, Wealthy, listen, he is a servant leader. He is somebody that when I came into this business, he literally grabbed me up and was like, let's go. He is somebody that continuously educates his team, continuously reaches out, continuously shows us what a leader is supposed to do, okay? Somebody who is not afraid to make a mistake and absolutely recover. So listen, I want you guys to take your notes. Let me see some notebooks. Y'all got y'all notebooks out? Let me see, because I got mine. Y'all, let me see some notebooks. Let me see some of you. Yes, Audrey, yes, I see you. Let me see some more notebooks, y'all, because we taking notes, not only to learn for ourselves, but we need to duplicate. So I see you, Derek. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up Wealthy. Wealthy, go ahead and take it away.
Yo, go ahead and drop some P6s in the chat for my girl, Queen B. We're about to go ahead and get started. So today, man, I wanted all the new students here because, you know, I got something special for you guys today. And I really just want to make this as easy as possible, you guys. Last week, I did an MT4 training and, you know, I didn't have my own slides. And it was looking real chaotic, right? I was like, man, who made these slides? It seemed like these slides came from 1992 or something. You feel me? It's just not right. So today, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. We won't be long on this call because, you know, this is the basics. So we're gonna make it as simple as possible, right? So check this out. Okay, let's see. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Drop a 1 in the chat if you see MT4 Basics right on your screen. Drop a 1 in the chat if you see MT4 Basics on your screen. Thank you. All right, big bet. Let me see 1 second, because now I can't see any people. Let me see, show video back. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna make this easy to understand, very simple, okay? So the first thing that I want to bring to attention is that, you know, we are trading on MetaTrader 4. If you guys have the DCX package, if you guys have the FRX package, the number one place that you're going to be placing trades on is going to be MT4. If you do not already have the MT4 app, go ahead and download that and have your upline walk you through funding that. Today, we will not be going over funding the MT4 account, but more so about how to use MetaTrader 4. All right, guys, so we're going to be going over how to use MetaTrader 4. We will not be going over how to fund it. You need to talk to your upline, get them to fund your accounts for this one, because I just want to go over what to do inside of the app, okay? So let's see. All right. So the first thing that I want to, you know, bring attention to is going to be the quote screen, right? This is going to be where the magic begins, right? So if you open up MT4 all the way to the bottom left, you're going to see a little quote screen, right? It's going to have some arrows, okay? And on that screen, you're going to see a bunch of pairs, right? You're going to see a whole bunch of pairs. And, you know, what's going to happen is, right? What's going to happen is you're going to actually be able to place trades here, right? And I got you. Yeah, as I am recording, I got you. Okay. So the very first step, right? The very first step is going to this screen. This is one of the most crucial screens because this is where you're going to see all of your options. Whenever a trade comes into the big faith pad, whenever you're trading with Zakar, whenever you're trading with Nate, whenever you're trading with Mav, right? They're going to give you guys a currency pair, right? They're going to say, okay, I need you guys to go trade BTC USD, right? And this is the screen where you're either going to see BTC USD clearly on the screen or you're going to have to add it, right? And so that brings me to my next point where you can easily add or remove currency pairs using the plus sign and the pencil tool at the top of the screen, right? That pencil tool at the top of the screen, once you click that, you'll actually be able to go through and organize your pairs. You can even delete your pairs to make room for the ones that you actually want to trade. Like, for example, if you have a trading plan, you know, which most of you guys should have a trading plan, then you guys know that, you know, I'm probably only going to be trading these specific pairs, right? Or I'm only going to be trading pairs that, you know, Zakar calls, or I'm going to only be trading pairs that, you know, this specific Go Live educator rocks with, right? Everybody does not trade every single pair. So, you know, on a screen like this, what you want to do is you want to pretty much have the pairs that you want to trade, right? And you want to organize them so that they're easy to get to, right? The pencil tool allows you to, you know, mix and match, organize, and delete to keep things simple. And the plus sign basically is going to put you in position to where, okay, I can actually add pairs that are not already on my quote screen, right? So after that, right, after you go through this, because once you hit this plus sign, it's going to bring up, you know, a bunch of folders, and you're going to see, you know, options for Forex Pro crosses. You're going to see options for cryptos. You're going to see options for metals, right? So I'm gonna just be real with you guys, like super easy to add them. All you're gonna do is click on the green plus sign once you see what it is that you want to add. Okay. All right. So now we get to the fun part because, you know, once you got the pairs on the screen, then what? Right? Everybody drop in the chat, then what? Right? Drop in the chat, then what? Right? Once you got the pairs on the screen, right, you want to go ahead and tap on it. Right? You just want to give it a little tap, right? You just want to give it a little tap. And once you give it a tap, you're actually going to get this little drop-down menu that comes up, and it's going to say trade, chart, and details, right? For this specific presentation, we're not going to worry about what the details is, right? We're not going to worry about the details. What we're going to focus on is trade and chart, right? So when you have trade, right? Trade is going to allow you to actually place pending orders and market execution trades, right? You're going to be able to place pending orders and market execution trades just from clicking that button, right? It's going to get straight to the point, okay? And then chart, if you click chart, pretty much it's going to put that currency pair on your chart screen, okay? It's going to put that currency pair on your chart screen. But for right now, I want to focus on trading, right? I want to focus on trading because we're here to make money. Looking at the charts could make you money, right? But in this case, it's not going to make you money on this app. You want to actually get to the trading screen as fast as possible, right? So once you get to the trade screen, you're going to have a few different options, right? You're going to have a few different options. Let's say that I'm on Zakar session, I'm on Maverick session, I'm on Nate session. Guess what, right? I'm going to instantly know that, you know, I'm going to be doing a market execution trade. I'm going to be doing a market execution trade, right? Unless they say differently, unless they say, okay, guys, this is going to be a buy limit, a sell limit, a buy stop, a sell stop, then you know for a fact that, okay, we're entering in this trade right now, okay? Now, typically when somebody on the team gives you a trade, they're going to give you two things, right? They're going to give you a stop loss and they're going to give you a take profit, right? This thing is so simple. All you have to do is plug in what they say for the stop loss. Where you guys think you're putting the stop loss at? Where you guys think you're gonna put it? That's right. It's going right here. It's going right here. You're just gonna put the stop loss right there. It's easy. You just plug it in, right? You just plug it in, right? So once you got your stop loss and your take profit plugged in, you guys are thinking like, okay, now I'm gonna buy or sell by market, right? Nope. We actually skipped a step, right? You got too much dip on your chip at that point, right? So what you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to identify exactly what your lot size is, right? This number right here is going to be your lot size. So that's going to actually be what you're risking, right? That's going to be what you're risking, right? So in this particular example, I got it set on a 0.01, probably because we're trading Bitcoin, right? We don't want to play with that guy. We want to play with that guy. So I got it on a 0.01. That means I'm risking 10 cents a pip, right? That means I'm risking 10 cents a pip. And if you don't know what a pip is and you don't know what a lot size is, right, then you need to be using a 0.01. I'm just be real with you. Okay, you need to be using a 0.01 until you can go ask your upline, hey, what exactly is a pip, right? And you know what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you to tap into the Go Live education. They're going to tell you guys to go to im.center, right, and run through series 100. Okay. But for this call, I just want to explain to you guys how easy it is to actually plug in a trade on MT4, because I'm gonna be honest with you, this is easier than sending a text, right? With a text, you got to think about what you got to say, but with this, you don't even got to think. You got all the coordinates. They just sending you the address. You just got to put it into the GPS. Okay. So once you guys have the stop loss and the take profit in there, if it's a buy, you're just gonna click buy by market, and if it's a sell, you guys guessed it right, it's a sell by market. Okay. Now, the next type of order that you can do is going to be a pending order, right? You're going to have 4 options for your pending orders. You got buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. And to put it simply, a buy limit, just think of the letter V, right? Think about the letter V. If I got my price right here, right? If I got my price up here, okay, and I set a buy limit, I'm expecting the price to come down, tap the price target, and then go back up. That's what I'm expecting. So just think of the letter V when you think about a buy limit. For a sell limit, it's just going to be the opposite. So you're expecting the price to go up, hit a target price, and then go down. Easy enough, right? Now, the thing is about this platform is that this is an earn as you learn program, right? This is an earn as you learn program. So you don't even have to actually know what a buy limit, a sell limit, a buy stop, or a sell stop is, right? You just got to know that if you see it come into the chat as a signal, that you have the option to change market execution to these pending orders. And all you got to do is just click market execution. That's it. You just tap that. Once you tap market execution, these will pop up. You select what it is that you're seeing in the signal, right? And then you just put in the coordinates. So what you should see is it should say buy limit. It's going to have a price next to it. That's going to be what you enter here under price. Okay, it's either going to have a price right next to it, or it's going to say entry. And you're just going to put that number right where it says price. And then, of course, whatever the stop loss is, you're going to plug it in here. Whatever the take profit is, you're going to plug it in there. And then you're just going to place the order. Okay. Super, super, super simple. Okay. Now, let me break this down for you guys, because this is a screen where people have a lot of questions, right? This is a screen where people have a lot of questions, right? They want to know, like, okay, man, like, what's the difference between my balance, my equity? Like, what the hell is a margin? Like, what am I really looking at? What am I looking at, right? And let me just make it easy for you, right? Let me just make it easy for you. Your balance is how much money you have without any trades active. So if I deposit $500, right, and I jump into a trade, remember, guys, unless I close that trade, I still have my $500. I still have my $500 unless I close that trade, right? So your balance is just what is in your account before you even think about any of your positions. That's it. That's the simplest way to put it, right? Now, your equity is how much money you would have if you closed all of your active trades. So if you have, let's say you got these 3 active trades right here, right? Right? If I close out all of these, then my equity is going to be this plus my balance. Drop a 2 in the chat if this is making sense to you. Drop a 2 in the chat if this is making sense to you guys. Okay? Your equity is this plus your balance. If you're negative $827, then your equity is going to be lower than your balance. If you're $827 in profit, then your equity is going to be $827 higher than your balance. Easy, super easy, right? Okay. Now the margin, right? This is a part where people are like, man, okay, so I understand balance, I understand equity, but I still don't really get margin. Margin is just the amount of money that's required for you to have all of these positions open. You taking all of these risks, your broker is over here like, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, you good right now, but you only got $82 worth of risk left. So don't push it. You put another trade here, buddy, I'm gonna have to knock this $82 down to maybe like 55. And if you add another position, you getting a little greedy, okay, I'm gonna give you $20 worth of wiggle space. Your margin is just your wiggle room, right? To put it real simply, your margin is your wiggle room, right? That's your broker saying, hey, now you can make some money here, but you know, you only got this much capital to be risking. You only have this much money to be putting these positions on, right? That's why you can't come into this market with $50 and put 30 positions on Bitcoin. It's just not going to work for you, right? So if that makes sense, drop a 4 in the chat, because I know that this is a lot of information, and I just want to get this to you as quickly and as efficiently as possible, right? Okay. So check this out, right? When you enter into a market execution trade, right? When you enter a market execution trade, that means that the trade is currently active. As soon as you hit buy by market or sell by market, that means that that trade is on the spot. It's active right now, right? You're either actively making money or actively losing money right when you hit that button. Okay. So let me tell you something about active trades, right? Active trades, they're going to appear on the trade screen and you can identify them by the moving numbers on the right of the screen. Okay. On the right of the screen, these numbers will be actively moving, right, on your screen. Okay. Next to the currency pairs, you can see the lot size that was selected. That's important information because when you go to close some of these trades out, you got to be strategic, right? You got to be strategic. Like if I want to close a position, right, I want to make sure that I'm closing the right one. So how can I differentiate which trade is which, right? This is going to help you determine that, right? I know I got a 0.01 right here. I got a 0.05 and then I got a 0.1. You know, when it comes to which one I want to close, that's gonna be a very strong. That's going to be a very strong variable in making that decision, right? So next to the currency pairs, you can see the lot size that was selected, check, okay? And then underneath the currency pair, you can see the entry followed by an arrow pointing to the current price, okay? And sorry if my little arrow right here is getting in the way, okay? So what that means is underneath where you see the currency pair that's active, you can see exactly the price that you got in at right here. Okay. You can see the price that you entered this trade in right here. Okay. All this arrow and this price means is that price went from here to here. Price started here. Okay. And now it's currently here. Okay. That's why each one of these positions has a different entry underneath it, but all of the current prices are the same. Okay. All right, now I want to go over what a pending trade order looks like, right? Pending trade orders, okay? Now the pending orders will appear exactly like the active trade orders, but it's going to show the current price in gray until the price target is hit, okay? And once that price reaches the target, it's just going to enter you into the trade and the order will become active. So what happens is you're going to set a buy limit or a sell limit or a buy stop or a sell stop, right? And then you're going to see this little order at the bottom. And you're going to be seeing this little number move. And if you don't know anything about MT4, a lot of people are going to be like, yo, what is this? What's this number? Am I up 57K? Like, what's going on? No. You're not up 57K. What's going on is it's showing you the current price in relation to where your limit is set. So you see right here, I have a buy limit set on Bitcoin, on BTC USD, which is Bitcoin, okay? And it's only going to activate once this matches this. Drop a 5 in the chat if you're with me. It's only going to activate once this price reaches this price. Okay? Super simple. Okay? Now, how to close a trade. This is the fun part. This is the super fun part because this is where you're either saving your account or making some money, right? You're either playing Superman or playing Bruce Wayne. One or the other, okay? One or the other. Okay, so check this out. This is how you're going to close your trade, right? So let's say I have these 3 trades open and I want to close one. And I just want to close one, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hold my finger on one of the trades. I'm going to just hold my finger on it until I see this menu pop up right here, okay? Now, once this menu pops up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tap that close option. I'm just going to tap that close option, right? And then on the next screen, you can either close the entire position or secure partials for risk-free trading. Okay. Now, let me get into closing real quick. So on the next screen, it's going to look something like this, right? But I want you guys to pay close attention to which one of these I closed. Okay. I actually closed this position right here. It was a buy and I was risking $1 a pip. I'm risking $1 a pip, okay? But on my close screen, you guys see that I'm only looking to close a 0.02 of my dollar position, right? So this means that I'm only going to close out a partial of the trade, right? So as you see here, I'm up $632.46, but I only want to close out $125.78 of that trade. Okay. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see the presentation. Okay, cool. Tiffany, you're just gonna have to hang in there. Okay. You might have to just swipe to the right until you see my screen being shared. Okay. So once I hit this button, it's only going to close out partials. But if I don't want to close out partials, if I want to go ahead and take that whole $632, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change my lot size in the close screen to 0.1, and then I'm just going to close the entire thing out. Okay. And then I'm just going to close that bad boy right on out. Okay. Now, if you do secure partials, right? Typically, once you secure partials, you're looking to change your stop loss to break even, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys how you can do that right now. So underneath the close button, you have this button right here. It says modify, okay? If you guys remember, right? If you guys remember, when you go to enter your stop loss, you're putting in whatever the person who sent you the signal told you to put the stop loss at. But guess what? When you go to modify, right? Once you've already been either 20 pips in profit or you're already going to secure partials, right? You want to actually hit the modify button and change the stop loss to your entry. You want to change the stop loss to your entry. And remember, you can find the entry right underneath the currency pair. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Go ahead and drop a 3 in the chat if that makes sense. We're going to be a little interactive today because I want to just make sure that everybody understands so that you guys can make some money. Yeah, 20 pips in profit on a regular Forex pair. That's when you want to go ahead and move your stop loss to break even, typically, right? You guys can do what you want. You're adults, but I'm just telling you that typically after 20 pips in profit, you want to go ahead and move that stop loss to break even to protect your account. The market will typically give you 20 pips. You can get 20 pips off the market super easy, but guess what? After 20 pips, the market don't owe you nothing. The market owes you nothing after 20 pips. So knowing when to move that stop loss to break even is going to be super crucial for you guys. Okay. So check this out. Now I want to show you guys how you can actually look at the price action, at the price movement of whatever pairs that you're trading, right? So remember, once you go to that quote screen, once you go to the quote screen at the bottom, all the way to the left, right? And the pairs pull up, all you have to do is tap on the pair and you're going to get that same menu as before. But instead of clicking trade this time, you're actually going to click on the chart button. Okay, you're actually going to click on the chart button. Now, your chart might look a little different from my chart. And that's because they're all customizable, right? They're all customizable. But what I really want you to pay attention to, right, is that, you can see all of your orders on the screen. Okay, you're going to be able to see all of your orders on the screen. If you have a pending order, you're going to see a little line, right? You're going to see a little line so that you know that when price comes back to that line, it's going to just enter you in the trade. It's going to just enter you in the trade once it hits that line. You'll be able to see all of the information that you had on this previous screen, okay? But you'll be able to see it actually on the chart, okay? So this is just going to provide an easy to view chart of each pair's price action. And you're going to be able to see the pending order levels, take profits, the stop losses in relation to where the price is currently. That's super important, right? That's super important. Because if you didn't have time to really look at the chart when you entered the trade, it's gonna pretty much show up here as if it shows up on the big faith pad whenever they send in the trading view photo, right? It's gonna look exactly the same. You'll be able to kind of see your risk management. You'll be able to see your risk to reward right there on the chart on your phone. Okay. Now, you can also change the time frame and add indicators as well. So if you look up here, you'll see that there's a little H1. That means that you're currently viewing this chart on the 1 hour time frame. That means that every single one of these candles is 1 hour worth of price action. So at the beginning of this hour, price was at around 5,600, right? But at the end of the hour, it was a little bit above 5,700 or 57,000. Okay. And you can see that because you got a 1 hour candle right here. You see 1 hour of the price action. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually change this to any time frame. You can change it to a 4 hour time frame. You can change it to a 15-minute time frame, a 5-minute time frame, even a 1-minute time frame, right? You could change it to a day. You could change it to a week. You could change it to a month, right? This is going to be very crucial because, you want to be able to see exactly what is going on in the markets, and this just provides an easy way to do it. But I highly recommend going ahead and downloading that TradingView app so that, you can use the indicators a little bit easier. MetaTrader, it's cool to take a glance at the chart from here off of MetaTrader, but you really want to be looking at it on TradingView, right? This is just for like a quick, easy glance. Like, okay, price is here. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, it's about to touch my pending order. Okay, bet. I don't have to worry about that one. This is just for you to take quick glances at the market. That's it. You don't really want to do major chart markups on MetaTrader 4. Would not recommend that. Okay. But in the event that you do want to add a indicator, like for example, you see the alligator indicator that I have on my chart specifically, right? You can actually click this F up here and you can add whatever indicator you want, or you can delete the little RSI indicator that's going to come standard on your MT4 app. So right now, if you just downloaded MT4 recently, you're actually going to have a little box down here that says like RSI. If you want to get rid of that, or if you want to learn how to use it, you got two different options. If you want to learn how to use it, talk to your upline about it. If you want to go ahead and get rid of that guy, you want to go ahead and click on this F up here and then just swipe to the left, right? You want to swipe to the left and delete it. And you should have a very clear chart just like this, right? Except it won't be so pretty, right? It's not going to be so pretty, right? So what you're going to have to do is, I want you guys to turn on, like go to your settings on MT4, right? Go to your settings on MT4. And what I want you to do is, I want you to go ahead and turn on the ask price line. And I want you to turn on the trade levels. That's going to ensure that if you place a pending order, you'll be able to see it on your chart. Okay, that's all that's going to do. Okay. And if you want to get fancy with it, if you want to start tinkering with the colors and the grid in the back, all of that good stuff, all you got to do is click on colors and just kind of play with it. Just kind of play around with it, see what works for you, see what colors you like. But I highly recommend that you make your bull candles blue and your bear candles red. Okay. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. That's going to go ahead and wrap up my training on MT4 basics. If you guys got some value out of this call and you feel like you could use MT4 a bit better now, go ahead and drop an 8 in the chat. Go ahead and drop an 8 in the chat. Big bad, big bad, big bad. I love it. I love it. Okay, because this is the print money from your phone app. This is one of my favorite applications. 100% because it's free and it's been free, right? If anything, this just shows us how much money we've been missing out on this whole time. It's really ridiculous, man. But I'm happy that you guys were able to get value out of this. You guys, I hope you were taking notes because this is information that you want to teach to your newest student. This is information that you want to be keen on because this is how you're going to be making the money. It's how you're going to be making the dough. Okay. So love y'all, grateful for y'all. Please let y'all uplines know in the Telegram chat that you got value out of this call so that they will continue putting me on the schedule, right? So that they will continue putting me on the schedule. And yeah, love y'all. I'm about to go ahead and end it. Peace.